Hello, I'm Ben Brown. If you're following along with my development of the virtual guitar here, I have a new feature that I want to show, which is the copy and paste. What's exciting about this feature, and we can flash back to the last video, is this is a stepping stone to get us to my major feature, which is the shape shifting, like we talked about in the last video. It's copy paste, right? So it's really simple. I'll just demo it really quick. I can make a chord, hit Command C, copy, then find a place where you want to paste it, paste. There you go, copy paste. There's one thing about this copy paste scenario is it keeps on adding, so I can copy this perfect fifth and I can put a perfect fifth on top of it, perfect fifth on top of that. And they just keep on adding. It's a little bit awky, it's a little bit awkward, and so I think the thing that makes a little bit more sense is to introduce like cut functionality. So when you create a chord, you just Command X, and that makes a lot more sense. Yes. So there you go. Cut, copy, paste. These are now inside the virtual guitar. That's the latest feature. I think it'll be interesting to actually look at how this came to be, because it was not the first thing that came to my mind. The reason that I got to the place where I thought maybe copy paste would be a good idea actually stems from my discovery of the use of spacebar. So when I first got sound playing out of the virtual guitar, I ended up like building out this cacophonous big old chord, and it just got like too intense and the sound was like too much, and I instinctively went and like slapped the spacebar, but nothing happened. And so I had to like refresh the page, close out that tab, and like get rid of the sound that way. But after I did that, I like had a thought, oh, why did I hit the space bar? My realization was like, well, I was just like instinctively trying to get a pause going on. It was the most natural thing in the world. Try to hit pause. You get a sound going and you're gonna pause it. The natural conclusion after that, a pause implies a play. And so with the space bar, I was like, well, if it's paused, then wouldn't you want to hit space bar and bring it back? So I was wondering if like there was other natural things, like if somebody showed up to the guitar, like what might they like accidentally try? And one of them that made sense to me is like, well, you know, maybe somebody would attempt to like copy and paste it, like just instinctively like, oh, that's what I wanted, and then give it a shot. And so I wrote a note about that down on this page. Didn't think that I would do much with it, but I just took the code, copied and pasted it with the notes, didn't say anything, and it just ran with it, and almost in one shot built the copy paste clipboard. Did a pretty good job. And now that like copy and paste is in place, we're halfway there to actually implementing the full shape-shifting feature. The reason that that's the case is actually from a mistake. When Gemini Code spit out this like clipboard feature, it actually had a expected flaw. I fully expected it to make this mistake. And so this older version right here, this is an older version that has no, what I'll just call shift. There's no compensation for the shape as you move it around. So as an example, let me show you what happens to a perfect fourth when it passes through copy and paste. The neat thing about a perfect fourth is when your strings are stacked in perfect fourths, like we've talked about in the videos about that kind of magic 5 numbers, the interval itself is just 2 dots stacked on top of each other. Right here indicates our perfect fourth. However, when you shift this guy up to the second and third string, try to create a perfect fourth here. We'll copy and paste that. Wow. Look, the stack remains. The shape hasn't changed. However, we do not have a perfect fourth. This is a major third, and that is because these two strings are spaced out by a major third and not a perfect fourth. So this old version had no shifting. It doesn't compensate for the guitar. Like this is like the whole point. Like this is what's desired. Let me give another example. Just with an open E, we've got a major chord. If I copy this and try to move that major shape to A, I actually end up getting a minor third instead. And so it's same shape, but wrong result. So what I really need to do is whenever I paste it, it actually needs to make compensations so that we keep the majorness of this chord as opposed to losing it, just because the program was literally moving the shape. So in the new version, we had a quick little talk and discussion, and sure enough, when you copy and paste intervals or chords or anything, you get a right and proper different shape moving across strings. So with that logic in place, the kind of next step is really just how you're going to interact with it. Right now, copy and paste is not exactly the right thing for it. I'd much rather have my original concept of being able to select it in some kind of way. The movement of the box is actually what changes how this works. So the exact way that this will interact still needs to get worked out, but yeah, as soon as I have the selection, we have the logic that will properly shift and move this stuff around. It's a big deal. Very simple feature. It's common enough, but it actually sets us up really well for what we want to do next. That's my update for the virtual guitar. If you're curious and you want to play around with the previous virtual guitar that I had, you can go to homebase.com/demo. If you're nerdy and you like nerdy guitar stuff like this, you may want to hit the like button and let YouTube know. If you want to follow along with this project, I'm going to keep on keeping you up to date as things change, so you may want to subscribe. And for the demo, for the guitar course, there are links in the description. Thanks for watching. I'm super stoked about where we're at and where we can get this thing. It's going to be a good time. All right, bye.